Welcome back to Takeout. Joe Manchin's new book, Dead Center in Defense of Common Sense, is a memoir. It's kind of a declaration of independence from political extremes he says exist on both sides. It might even be a primer for a presidential campaign. Whatever it is, I sat down with a former West Virginia lawmaker earlier today. Listen. Senator Manchin, always great to see you. Dead Center is the title of the book. We'll get to that in a second. But there's a lot going on in Washington, as you've seen. How do you evaluate Trump 2.0?
There's some good things that have been done, and my state is very supportive. As you know, I'm in a state that's gone completely red. And the only thing I've told my Democrat friends, I said, listen, the things that you like that are done, okay, you can just say I made a mistake on the border, and I want to work with the president. The border has to be secured. You can say also in high crime areas that we want a crime-free area. I can tell your constituents do. And with that, say, when it's over, make sure I'm able to sustain what you showed me I need to do and help me. There's ways to handle this in a respectful way. And the hard thing about people today is that if you're on one side or the other, you're the enemy.
Trump makes declarations like that,
It's wrong.
He said at Charlie Kirk's memorial,
I know. I heard
Charlie forgives and wants the better of his opponents. I don't. I hate my opponent.
That's not, let me just say, I can only speak for myself. On a situation like that, one time when I first ran for election, 1982, I had a person who I thought was supporting me, and I found out double-crossed me. And I was upset. And that's okay.
Right. Human nature.
But my dad got it real quick. He said, come and have breakfast with me. After I won, he said, you're mad at so-and-so, aren't you? I said, yeah, Dad. I said, we thought all along he was working with us. We found he was working both sides. He said, okay, so what do you want to do? You don't want to serve him? You don't want to, give him any type of service whatsoever? I'll tell you what you do, Joe. If you're going to tell so-and-so, the heck with you, I'm not going to represent you, go to the courthouse, find out how much taxes he paid, write a check for his taxes, and just then go confront him and say, listen, I elect not to represent you because you didn't vote for me, or you double-crossed, or you were mad, whatever. And I never forgot that. And I said, Dad, I can't do that. He said, then keep your mouth shut and you serve everybody. You take the oath. It's not just for the people that vote for you. People vote against.
But you talk in the book about polarization in Washington. Yeah. The President of the United States does feed some of that, doesn't he?
Oh, no, I've been begging for this. And I said, he is my president. People have spoken. I respect the representative form of government we have, and whoever the people speak, whether I vote for him or not, whether it's the same party or we're even friends or not. I want them to succeed. And being in the U.S. Senate for 15 years, I was in a position to try to help. And I was always looking to be helpful. But when I couldn't, I had to do it, and make sure they understood. I can't explain this back home, so I'm so sorry. I can't. If you can make some changes here, and that's how you start negotiating. But President Trump comes in pretty hot, pretty strong. You know where he's at. But you still have to say, Mr. President, I'm so sorry. I wish I could help. I would love to help. But right now, I'm asking President Trump, our president, for that better angel inside of him. I think it's in all of us that tells you, well, this is not right. We need him to comfort us. We need him to say, this is the United States, and bring people together. Don't keep pushing you apart, and don't think you're going to use the office for your own reprimands for people that basically haven't been on your side.
Do me a favor, diagram the shutdown scenario that you see playing out the next couple of weeks. The president said yesterday that he would meet with Charles Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries, and he canceled it this morning. Republicans seem to be digging in on this. Democrats seem to be digging in on the issue of health care, Obamacare subsidies, and Medicaid change in the tax bill. Diagram how that's going to end.
I'm just diagram real. I can tell you very, very plain. I would never vote for a shutdown. Why penalize the good citizens of our country or my constituents? Why punish them because we can't do our job? That's it in a nutshell. And you meet with everybody up until that. You give it everything you have to find a compromise and a pathway forward. Now, I understand.
But you already see the politics playing out who's going to win the shutdown before it even happens.
Nobody wins. They're going to figure out who's the blame game. Who can blame?
Who's going to get blamed this time?
That's exactly. So
who do you think is going to get blamed?
Well, here, the president has, he's been the great deal maker, okay? He's always talked about deal makers. And anything I would say, if you don't believe the Democrats are sincere, prove it by meeting with them. Make them prove it that they just weren't sincere. And the people will accept it. And the president talks very plain and direct to people. And I think whoever advised him not to do that was not the best advice he probably could have gotten, because maybe he could have found a way forward. And a lot of his constituents don't want these Medicaid cuts.
Are they showing up in West Virginia? Do you fear that they will? From the big, beautiful bill, so-called?
Well, here's the thing about any bill. you know, what's ironic is that both bills, marquee bills in both, when the Democrats were in charge and the Republican, are all BBBs.
Yeah.
Build Back Better and Big Beautiful Bill. So that was something. But if you have a piece of legislation and you know this is going to change America and it's going to help people's lives, why do you not implement it until 2 years from now? You know, because you're afraid of the pushback. It should have been sellable. Every Republican should have been out, and Democrats that could have supported it. I look at a bill that's going to help, and I says, I'll vote with my Republican friends on that. Or I'll basically go back and try to explain to my Democrats, we ought to be working with this to make it work. And that's what I'm not seeing happen. So if that's the case, then the Democrats are going to say, this is what's going to happen to you in 2027, okay? And Republicans say, no, it's not, no, it's not. Well, if it's not, then why don't we do it now if we needed it? You see? And the thing about in rural America, rural West Virginia, the Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act, that's paying for a lot of the rural hospitals that are giving services they couldn't get before. Now, the thing I would look at, and very carefully, I says, have you all dissected and saw what we were doing before COVID shut down and how much we expanded during COVID? And if you can rationalize and say, guys, we didn't need to expand that much. We were trying to survive, didn't know what we were facing. Now can we start ratcheting back? You know, Major, better than anybody. When you expand, it's hard to retract.
Yep.
But you better have good reasons for doing it. And any dollar you save ought to go towards, really, the debt of the nation at approaching $37 trillion. That's going to be the downfall of America if we don't get our financial house in order. That's what I'm scared of, and nobody's talking about it.
You can watch my full interview with Joe Manchin. Believe me, we go round and round on the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, lots of other topics. You can watch it on YouTube or listen to it on your favorite podcast platform.